This was the very first program that we ever live streamed when we started live streaming from home. Like many artists, I think the last year and a half has been extremely distressing. And it's also been an opportunity to kind of take time to dig into repertoire, dig into new repertoire, dig into practicing in ways that usually we're too busy to do. And I think that that was really true for this ensemble in particular. You know, usually we are doing so much teaching in various places and performing with other ensembles, and that has been a real gift of this time, a real, you know, kind of a silver lining, to have the chance to do a new program every month and to go through a huge volume of new repertoire has really pushed me as a violinist and expanded my capabilities, technically and musically. We had a chance to take some lessons online with titans of the Baroque music world who had a lot of time to work with us and to help us grow to the next level because they weren't jet-setting all over the world playing concerts. To come full circle and return to this first program is a really clear way to see that progress. It feels really different for me to be playing this repertoire. And some of that is just that it's really nice to come back to something that you've already performed, especially after it's rested for a while, because some of it is already in you. You've kind of digested it and you can come to it with fresh eyes, but you're not learning the notes. There's so much possibility to experiment with the interpretation when it's something that's already comfortable. And where in this music, especially in the slow movements, it's intended to have a lot of improvised ornamentation. And I feel like I'm coming at it from a very different place than I did in April of 2020. You'll hear that in particular with the Corelli. There's extant records of lots of different violinists' transcribed ornamentation for the slow movements of these sonatas, which are pretty spare. And so it's really cool to look at that. We did a little video, I think after we did this program the first time, looking at some of those recorded ornamentation chunks for one of the sonatas. It's been really cool in the rehearsal process to feel like I'm really composing in the ways that is written about in the violin treatises of this time, like how to be a good musician. You have to have a lot of the same capabilities as a composer to be making artistic choices in good taste about what you're doing with improvising these ornaments. And it's really fun. It's really fun coming back to this and seeing what I've learned, kind of putting it all together and coming back to the exact same pieces makes that really clear.
Why do people want to listen to this repertoire?
Because it's good. It's really good. I like it. Even when we were rehearsing it the first time, when we played this program last year, we keep saying to each other, like, oh, this Carbonelli is really good. It's just a really good piece. There's a lot of playfulness that shows up in several of these pieces. There's a lot of pathos. For me, it really embodies the spirit of Baroque music, which is so much about affect and the full gamut of the human experience, of giving artistic weight to the breadth of the human emotional experience. That and dancing. Those are the two things that get me about Baroque playing.